All right, hello everybody. Thanks for being here. We are broadcasting from Lago Argentino, which is in El Calafate in the south of Argentina. Just wanted to take the chance to go through some photos that I really like. These are all photos that I took in October 2008. I was in Europe doing a small tour to promote the release of an album that I wrote and recorded, which is the Annen Berg project, and the album was called The Riddles of the Worm EP, which was released by Final Muzik label from Udine, Italy. I will leave some links down in this description so you can check it out. While on this brief tour, I was able to do some walkabouts and took some photos, and I really enjoyed the experience. Taking these photos, I really felt like I was starting a new project of some kind, but I really wasn't sure what it was. Now that I'm working with XenoGraf Studios, which is a boutique science fiction label that I created, and we are currently producing a series called Implantes in Córdoba, Argentina, and beyond. I realized that a lot of the images that I took on this day or on these days were kind of like the origin story for XenoGraf and the aesthetic that we're working with. This first one that we're looking at here was part of an art installation in Amsterdam. I'm not sure who the artist is. If anybody recognizes this, please let me know. The artist is interested in a Rubik's Cube as kind of a representation of hyperdimensional organization of information, images, representations of the city, data, and here you can see there's an actual physical object which is a hyperdimensional urban-looking Rubik's Cube that's suspended over an emergency cone-like structure, pyramidal perch, and also suspended within a clear glass or clear plexiglass cube, which is set atop a two-piece mirror structure. So it has a mirror below it and a mirror to the side, so that you can see that it looks like there are four of these cubes. This was very, very cool. Again, if anybody knows who the artist is, please let me know. I realized later, they're working on the Implantes series, that these digital cubes are a big piece of the visual language of the series, which hopefully you'll see later. Again, I realized that this is one of the things that I photographed on the day during these little walkabouts. This is an image I really like. This is from Amsterdam. This is an unfinished building, and this is one of the first times that I started photographing architecture, especially unfinished architecture, and really composing views instead of just taking snapshots, So this is one of the ones that really started getting me excited about working on my own urban science fiction projects. Here's a few more from the same site. Here you can see the elements of transparencies, overlay, complexity. I've done a bunch of Photoshop stuff where I put characters over these transparencies, painted elements over these transparencies, all kind of fleshing out this psychedelic science fiction space. So hopefully I can share some of those later. Here's another one, which I really, really liked. This is not as messy, a little more elegant here, but you can see the elements of, empty cubes, unfinished cubes, transparent grid-like structures, and then the final film-like or hazy transparency. Those kind of combinations I really like. These would be interesting places to film on, of course. You'd have to take care on the scaffolding, but those could be very interesting. Just a quick shout out to the sidewalks in the Netherlands, in Amsterdam. I really like the sidewalks there. You can see that these sidewalks have a very, very slight elevation over the road level. So it makes it it gives it a very humane feeling, or a very harmonious feeling to walk around, because you're not very likely to stub your toe or to fall off the sidewalk if you're looking at something else. There's just a very easy, calm, even kind of zen-like feeling when you're walking around on these sidewalks. This is just a doorway into an apartment building or something like that in Amsterdam. Nothing special, but this does vibe a little bit with a character called Zentrati, which is part of the XenoGraf universe. Just a couple nice pictures of Amsterdam here. Really like the volumes that are carved out through the city, the geometric volumes that are carved out in these canals. Like the combination of the straight lines with the more, curvy indentations that are in the canals. Here again, we have the idea of transparencies, transparent cubes. The transparencies overlaid with possibly digital or virtual characters is a nice one. Some more rave goers, futuristic or dystopian rave goers, and some more urban transparencies. Back to Udine. This is me playing in a club in Udine called No Fun. This is when we were releasing the Annen Berg Riddles of the Worm EP. Here's what the EP looks like. This artwork is done by a friend of mine in Portland, Oregon, called Michael Hensley. I will leave a link below so that you can check out this music, the Annen Berg stuff. It's on Spotify, Bandcamp, lots of places. These are the guys that run the Final Music label on either side of me. I'm in the middle there. On the left, we have Gianfranco, and on the right, we have Cristiano. Those are the guys that run the label. Gianfranco is mainly in charge of the distribution and all the communication. Da-san does all the visual design for the music that they release, they publish. He's also a musician and a sound designer, DJ, producer. So a really talented pair for anybody that's into the whole Final Music scene. Those are the guys that run it. This is the Final Music headquarters, you could say. This is in Gianfranco's family home in Udine, Italy. So this place is a treasure trove of underground music, industrial music, European, goth, noise, all kinds of stuff. And again, here you have the image of these kind of translucent cubes, the CDs stacked up as cubes, CDs or stacked cubes representing compressed music in the Implantes series. Music and musicians and glass cubes somehow are part of the worldview. This is one of my first days on the tour. Here is having a walkabout in Madrid. This is a place, I believe it's called the Reina Isabella Museum. This is a courtyard in space, beautiful space. And again, here you can see the idea of urban transparencies, the glass cubes. Same space here, but seen from behind a thick glass transparent layer. Back in Udine, just a quick shout out to the Hotel Quo Vadis. The phrase Quo Vadis was a phrase that always stuck in my head even before I was here. I wasn't sure what it meant because I hadn't really researched it. Quo Vadis in Latin means where are you going? And I just thought it was cool that a hotel would have that name. Here's another mannequin, another futuristic looking mannequin. This was in Udine. Udine is not a massive city, but it's not like rural. It's small. It's a small town, but again, you have very good design there. Italy being Italy, you see good design all over the place. This one I came across and really liked this. This is part of a little, I think, part of like a water treatment or wastewater treatment plant that looked kind of defunct. The water that was coming out of this little channel looked stagnated, like it hadn't functioned or flown properly in a long time. But I love seeing these little bits of infrastructure, where you have concrete terracing, concrete voids and volumes built into the city that are being overtaken or coexisting with different layers of vegetation. Really like places like this. If I were back there again in Udine, I would try to film something here. This is me in Udine, and again here we see the idea of the glass cube. I'm actually playing live on the radio, but there's a glass screen that separates the production booth from the performance booth or the interview booth. But again, I realized here that on this trip I was actually playing inside of a glass cube, which is now one of the elements in the Implantes worldview. Another detail that I like is the compression of the psychedelic artwork on the back. This is a little art show that I walked through that was in Udine. Again, this was back in October 2008, I believe. I don't know who the artist is. If anybody knows, please let me know. Yeah, I really like this, and I think that this stuff kind of vibes with what I'm doing right now. If you look at the Implantes logo, which is to my right on this video, you can see a kind of similarity. Psychedelic, science fiction, psychotronic, graffitis, vibes. This is also from Italy. This is in a town of Ferrara. This is just the side of somebody's house, a ceramic mosaic, which has a digital psychedelic look, but I think it's very elegant, and I like how it coexists rather nicely with these aluminum vents or metallic vents. Back in Amsterdam here, some other spots that I happen to see. Some more transparencies. Our Fassahd ladies again. I think we've reached the beginning. I'm going to step out or slide out of the way, so hopefully you can see the lake again. I appreciate everybody for checking out the video and for your interest in XenoGraf Studios. I will put some links down below so that you can check out Final Muzik and some of the other projects that I mentioned. So thanks everybody for being here, and we will see you next time. Cheers.